In this tutorial, we are going to continue looking at your different options from your Insert menu on Google Sites. To access that menu and to begin editing a page, remember that you need to click the pencil in the top right-hand corner, and this gets us to our editing mode. Here I'm on my training schedule on my sample website that we've been working on, and I want to add in some of my training materials for a smartboard training that I have next week, and we'll say that's May 30th, 2013. And so I'm going to start adding in training materials over here that I want my people to be able to access. Doing that is very simple when you use Google Docs. So I'm going to go over here to my insert, and we're going to be looking at our Google tools here. The first thing that I want to insert is a Google Doc. Now these instructions that I'm getting ready to show you work the same way for documents, charts, drawings, folders, spreadsheets, and spreadsheet forms. All of those are housed within your Google Drive, and they communicate seamlessly with Google Sites. So let's say that I want to insert a document. When I do that, it's going to give me a list of all of my documents that I can add that are housed in my Google Drive. And so here's all of my Google Docs. You can choose to, from here, insert presentations, spreadsheets, forms, videos, drawings, and folders, and all these other options, even if you didn't select those to begin with. So I'm going to choose, I don't know what any of these are, just looking at them, but this one works. So I'm just going to click on it, select. I can choose to include a border around the document. I can choose, this is a webinar I did yesterday. Include the title, and I can set my height and width. Again, I always leave those to defaults. I click save. And again, when I'm in editing mode, I'm not going to see the document. I just get this preview pane. Let's see what it looks like. So I'm going to click Save. And here's my doc over here on the side. Now you can choose to link to these documents if you'd like to using your Insert Link button, because in your Google Drive, all of your documents have unique URLs. Let's next look about adding a Picasa web album. So I'm going to go back to my About Me page because I found some really cool pictures of Italy and Japan that I want to add. So I'm going to go ahead and use my table of contents and scroll down on my page to Italy and Japan. And I think I want to put my pictures centered in the page right underneath these. So let's go back to the top and click my edit button. I'm going to scroll back down to where I want to add it, put my cursor there, enter down, and then I'm going to insert Picasa Web Show because I actually put them into an album. Remember, albums are going to show up as slideshows. When I click that, everything that has been uploaded to my Google account is going to be listed here. Here's my favorite vacations web show. That's the one that I want to add. So I click on it and select. Again, you can choose to show your captions if you've added any. You can edit your border and your title. I always leave it default. I click Save, and I'm going to change it to center alignment so that it's in the middle of the page. Click Save to preview. And so now my viewers it plays automatically, or you can scroll through the pictures at your own pace. Users can also, this is a neat little feature, you can see who posted them, the user and everything. So if you've opened up your web albums for other people to upload pictures to, you may have different people who have uploaded the pictures. The next thing that we can look at adding are maps. If you're a social studies teacher or language arts teacher, having your students create interactive maps is a great activity. So I'm going to go over here to places I visited. And earlier I created a map of places that I've been in North Carolina. To insert that, I need to make sure I'm in edit mode. And I'm going to insert, I'm going to insert a map. Again, all of my maps that I have done will be in here. So right underneath maps is my maps. I'm going to click that. Here's the map I created today, places I visited in North Carolina. I simply click on it and select. Again, you have a few choices here that you can edit. Click Save. This map is actually going to be pretty big, so centering it's not really going to do anything. So I'm going to click Save. And here's my map. And you have all the tools that you have within Google Maps. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit here so we can see the whole state of North Carolina. And you can see these little pins that I have added. And when I click on one, you get the information and any images that I've added. This is Garrett Hall at East Carolina University. This is actually where I lived my first year when I was at ECU. So that's an interactive map that you can add to your web page. The last thing that I want to show you and insert is calendars. Calendars can be a very powerful thing because as you update your calendar as you update your Google Calendar, it also updates to your site. Same thing with this map. If I went back to maps.google.com and I edited this map, I added in some more pins. The next time I visited this page, those pins would be added here, which is what is so awesome about Google Sites and Google Docs. As you edit an individual piece, if it's on your website, it automatically updates. So to look at a calendar, I created a page called Sample Calendar. And I'd actually already added it, so this is what it's going to look like. But you add it in the same way that you do everything else. We're going to go into our editor mode. That's my work calendar. Let's go ahead and add my personal calendar down here. So I'm going to enter down, click Insert, Calendar, and then all of the calendars that you have created within your Google account will be here. Let's go ahead and add my grad school calendar. Click Select. You can choose your options here. Again, I leave everything default just for simplicity. Click Save. There's my other calendar to preview. I save it, and there it is. So you can have as many calendars on a page as you want to. Actually, there was one more thing that I wanted to show you, is how to add a video. You can save videos to your Google Drive. You can add videos from YouTube. And if you actually do a Google search through Google Video, you can add any of those. So on my home screen, I'm going to add my latest video tutorial that I did on smartboards. So I'm going to go to my editor mode, get into editing mode. I'm going to click Insert and come over here to Google and go all the way to Video. Why is YouTube listed as a Google tool? Actually, Google owns YouTube. So there you go. So I'm going to click on YouTube because that's the type of video that I want to add. And it's going to ask me to paste the URL. Well, I already have my video pulled up on YouTube, so I'm at youtube.com. Here's the video. I'm simply going to put my cursor into the address bar, and I am going to copy this address, or this URL. I'm going to go back to my website, and I'm going to paste the URL into the box. I'm leaving all my defaults the same. I'm clicking Save. Again, I can choose to align my video wherever I want to. I can turn wrap on or off depending on what I want to put text on the side or not. When I'm done, I'm going to click Save. And there's my video, and I have all the controls right here within my Google web page, so I don't have to go to YouTube, itself to play the video. I hope you have found this demonstration useful. If you need to, go back and watch it as many times as you need to, but the steps are all the same. It's basically edit, insert, choose the Google tool that you want to use, and it's automatically synced with your other Google tools, and so it'll automatically pull up what you already have stored within Google. When you're done, save.